Good morning, class. Thank you for joining me again. Today, we're going to learn a very interesting part of the language in English. What do you know about punctuation marks? Welcome, Tato, and the others. Can you tell me what do you know about the punctuation marks? Let's continue. Good morning. Today we're going to learn a very interesting part of the language. What do you know about the punctuation marks? I can move my slide. Let's go. Right. You still have my contacts as Lindiwe Mukhoro and my email address. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to follow the rules of reading. You'll be able to identify the punctuation marks in your reading, in your sentences or in your passage. We must be able, in fact, you'll be able to use the punctuation marks correctly. I have tips for you that you must know when you read punctuation marks. Punctuation marks is a usage of reading marks to make the meaning of the sentence clearer. Look, it makes it easier for you to understand and follow the message in a sentence. You see, when a person talks to you, if the person uses the punctuation marks correctly, it is easier for you to get the message. Unlike a person who will just talk without any comma, without taking any break, without stopping. At times, you will be able even to miss the person what he was talking about. If you want to listen clearly, at times, look at the passage in the newspaper. Read the magazine. You will see hi Farah, and how are you? They have all the Hi Farah, thank you for joining Teacher Lindy. Hi Musa. Hi Musa, thank you for joining me and the others. Enjoy the lesson with learning. Right, we're learning more about punctuation marks. Right, I'm a bit disturbed. Punctuation is a usage of reading marks to make the meaning of the sentence clearer. It also makes it easier to understand and follow the message in a sentence. It is important that we use punctuation marks correctly. Today, we're going to learn about 4 punctuation marks. There are more, but I chose the easiest ones that can be easier for you to remember. Can you see what I have? The first one? Yes. Musa, can you see? That's the question mark. What's the next one that you see? A comma. You see a comma? That's the comma. Right. I've prepared 4. Next one. Anyone who can tell me, Emma, can you see? The exclamation mark. Yes, others can say an exclamation dot, but as we use exclamation mark. What is the last one?
Full stop.
Full stop. Thank you. The last one is the full stop. Now, when we read any passage, you look for such marks. I should think now, at least you will know what are the usage of the marks. Let's look together. Right. See, what is the use of the comma? What do you think we use the comma for? Comma says, I think we should take a break for a second. That means it's not the end of the sentence. Right? You look at the full stop. The full stop says you stop altogether. You stop altogether. Right. The exclamation mark says, I agree. I agree. Farah, there's a noise behind. Right? Please continue with disturbing other kids. There's noise.
Punctuation.
There's noise. The last one. That's the full stop. The question mark. Hi, Kumo. Hello, Kumo.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
And thank you for joining us. We are doing 4 exclamation. We are doing 4 punctuation marks today. I was busy with the last one. That is the question mark. You know, when you find people are talking and you don't understand, what do you say? What are you talking about? That's when you ask questions. Yes. The first one, let's look at the first one. What did you say? You say that's the comma. The comma, what is it? What it stands for? I said, I think we should take a break. The full stop, what it says, I think we should stop altogether, meaning that's the end of the sentence. Right. Now, what does the exclamation mark stand for? It says, I agree. The last one is the last one is the question mark. Then the question mark stands for when you ask a question. What are you talking about? I can also say, Fushila, how are you doing today? I can also say, Kumo, how are you feeling today? That's the question mark. I can say, Farah, are you seated, Farah? Right, let's continue. Sit down, relax, and listen to my story. I should think you know about the fox and the grapes. Who knows about the story? The fox and the grapes. Right. Listen to the teacher when she reads to you. Right. One hot summer day, a fox was walking through
Making
the
all that
forest.
noise.
There's noise.
I can hear noise.
Let's see what is wrong here.
And I lower my volume.
Maybe you should mute everyone.
I think so.
going to describe a penguin, and yesterday we had a just describing a bird. Do you remember that? And I asked you this question to flip it, but nobody has yet understood.
Okay.
Describing penguins. Now you paragraph on the penguin and watched a video on penguin. When we describe, it's going to be alive to the person who's listening.
Because did you
And let's start again. Talk about his name. I don't have belongs to the bird,
I don't know.
even though it cannot
There's
fly.
noise.
And we describe
Which characters are not muted? Please try mute yourself.
Keep going to this.
to feel it. What would it feel like? You have to touch it.
Continue. Thank you. Right. They hear me. I'm reading a story to you. The Fox and the Grapes. One hot summer day, a fox was walking through the forest. His stomach growled in hunger and his throat was dry with thirst. He found himself inside the farmyard. He saw a bunch of ripe, juicy grapes hanging high in a branch. His mouth watered at the sight. Moving back a few paces, he jumped high to get hold of the grapes, but grapes were too high for him to reach. He tried again, but failed each time. Finally, he grew tired and turned up his nose and said, "They're probably sour, so I don't want them anymore." Let me read it again to you. One summer day, a fox was walking through the forest. His stomach growled in hunger and his throat was dry with thirst. He found himself inside a farmyard. He saw a bunch of ripe, juicy grapes hanging high on a branch. His mouth watered at the sight. What did he do? Moving back a few paces, he jumped high to get hold of the grapes. But the grapes were too high for him to reach. He tried again and again, but failed each time. Finally, he grew tired and turned up his nose. He said, "They're probably sour, so I don't want them anymore." What is the lesson here? Now, it is easy for a person to despise what they don't have. Meaning, if you don't have a thing, you don't have. But our lesson today is about the punctuation marks. Let's go back to the story together and search all the punctuation marks. Search from this first sentence. One summer's day. Check this. I have this. Do you see what is this? That's a comma. This is a comma. Let's move. Let me see what I have here on my story. A fox walking through the forest. What is this? What is this, Musa? This is a comma. Right. Emily, can you see that? Charlotte, can you see that? Smahle, are you here? Yes, I can see you. Right, let's move because we're setting only 4 punctuation marks. Right. His stomach growled with hunger and his throat was dry with thirst. Look here. What is the punctuation mark here? This is a full stop. Let's move. He found himself inside a farmyard. By the way, what do we say? What is the use of the full stop? It says we stop altogether. Here it says we take a break, meaning we don't stop, we still are continuing to read. Right, let's continue then. He saw himself inside a farmyard. His mouth, let's say, he saw a bunch of ripe, we take a break, ripe, juicy grapes hanging on a branch. Now he stops. We stop here because it's a full stop. His mouth watered at the side. What is this? What is mark? Emily, what is this side? Let's go back. Let's check. Let teacher help you. What is this? Right says we agree. Musa, can you remember? Smahle? It's an exclamation mark. Thank you. It's an exclamation mark. Let's continue. Then we continue with our story. Moving back a few paces. What is this? Charlotte, where's Charlotte? Emily? Yes, Emily, what is that? What is this? That's a comma. Thank you. Let's move. Then, when he moved back, what happened? He jumped high to get hold of the grapes. What is this? Smahle? That's the full stop. Yes, let's move, Musa. But the grapes were too high for him to reach. That's the full stop. He tried again and again, but failed each time. Here, that's the same again, mark. What is this? That's the full stop. Finally, that's another one. That's another one. Finally, he grew tired and turned up his nose and said, that's another comma. They are probably sour. So that's another comma. I don't want them anymore. Then the full stop, he stops. Okay, let's move. So today we did only 4 punctuation marks. Let's say together the 4 punctuation marks. Yes, let's go back together. First one, that's a comma. You see the comma? The second one, that's the full stop. The third one, that's the exclamation mark. The fourth one, that's the question mark. Thank you, Bray. Thank you, angels. Let's move forward. Right. Remember last time I requested you to have your vocabulary book. Hope you have. Anyone who has a vocabulary book? Anyone who has a vocabulary book? Smahle, do you have a vocabulary book? Emily, do you have a vocabulary book? Please keep one for yourself. Musa, please have a vocabulary book. for us to add all our new words. Right. From our story, we had this word, growled. Do you know what's the meaning of growled? Growled makes a low, that rumbling sound you see in your stomach when you don't eat. In your stomach, that grrr, grrr sound, it's a growling sound. Right. What is the meaning of sight? Sight. You see Teacher Lindy now? Yes, yes, thank you. Sight. If you can see Teacher Lindy, a thing that one can see. That's the sight. What is sour? Sour. Sour. Can you see in my mouth? Oh, it's sour. I can't eat it. What's the meaning of sour? Sour. It's ugly. Yes. It's ugly. It's bitter. Bitter like a, yes, like a lemon. Musa, do you know sour? Something like this, bitter like a lemon. Is vinegar sweet? Vinegar is not sweet. It's sour. It's not at all. It's sour. Right. Let's move forward. Right. This is the work. Let's do it together. Can we do it? Remember, we have exclamation mark, full stop, a comma, and a question mark. Right. When is your birthday? What mark are we going to write? When is your birthday? We're going to write a question mark. When I say, I love ice cream. I love ice cream. What mark are you going to put? Let's put full stop here. A full stop. I love ice cream. You put a full stop. Listen to this sentence. A person when he talks. How sharp are your teeth, Grandma? How sharp are your teeth, Grandma? This person is talking. So you're going to put an exclamation mark. It's like when Grandma, or when Sbahle looks at Grandma's teeth, he realizes that they are so sharp. Then he said, oh, Grandma, how sharp are your teeth? Yes. Right here, what mark are you going to put here? The beautiful young girl smiled at me. I can see beautiful smiles here. I love all those smiles. I love your smiles. I love your smiles. Smahle, can I see your smile? Smahle, can I see? Oh, thank you, my angel. Musa, I don't see you smiling. Where's Musa? Can I see your smile? Yes, I love your smile. Now let's look at the sentence. It says, the beautiful young girl smiled at me. Where are we going to put the comma? We're going to put the comma here. The beautiful, comma, young girl smiled at me. Right? Right, let's remember this. I want you to ask mommy to print the puzzle that Teacher Linda has prepared. We are going to find all these words. At the previous lessons, we had sounds that we did, but I don't want you to be left behind because others, they joined us late, right? These are the words: steal, cheese, dip, keep, doom, slip, shoot. Can you read? Chair, read with me, Charlotte. Wood, let's read together. Meat, beep. Let's go back together. Steal, cheese. Keep, deep, keep, doom, slip, shoot, chair, wood, meat, beep. Okay, all these words, we are going to find them here. You know how to find the words on the puzzle? Yes, thank you. Can you do that for me? Thank you. You know what I'm requesting? Any word that you can find now? One word? Any word you can find? Can I hear you? Which word can you find? Cheese.
Find cheese.
You find cheese. Thank you, Gail. The other word, Smatle. One word, Smatle.
Steal.
Which one do you find, Smatle?
Steal.
Keep. Steal. Yes.
Steal.
Thank you, baby. Steal. Yes, the steal. Thank you. Right. Musa. Musa, any word?
Shoot.
Shoot. Good. Where's shoot? Let's find shoot. Where's shoot? I saw shoot somewhere. Yes, I found shoot. Right. Emma. Emma. Where's Emma? Emma, do you have any word? I can't hear Emma. Right. Now. Yes. Smartle. Tato. 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 Kate, do you have any word that you can see here? Yeah, do you have any word? Right, there's another word here. Can I show you? There's sleep. There's shoot. Can you see it? There's another word. Wood. 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 Can you see wood? There's doom. Doom. Right. Thank you for finding those few words. When I request you ask mommy or daddy to print it for you, then you can play this and find the words around.
Ma'am.
Right. Another thing again, remember to contact us when you need to know more on our digital school. info@africateengeeks.co.za, or you go www.youtube.com. Teacher Lindy loves you all, and thank you for joining us. Jocelyn, next time I'll talk to you. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kuma. Keep well, and I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. Keep well, my angel. Bye.
Hey, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, dear.